Welcome everyone to the I25 State Highway 392 Interchange completion ribbon cutting ceremony. And today's a special day for all of northern Colorado. With the completion of this interchange project, we've shown our capacity to work together to accomplish much needed improvements to our transportation system despite the financial hardships we've all experienced in the past few years. So this interchange was completed through the efforts and the careful coordination among CDOT, the City of Fort Collins, and the Town of Windsor. So for this project, we replaced an existing bridge with one that can accommodate 2 through lanes in each direction and added a left turn lane in each direction. In addition to those roadway improvements, we added a 6-foot bike lane and a 6.5-foot sidewalk on each side of the bridge. Then over in the southwest quadrant, there's an expanded 90-space carpool van pool lot to show the intermodal nature of transportation. But with this project complete, traffic in this rapidly growing area of the state can be much better accommodated and have a more efficient transportation system. So it's our hope and expectation that this interchange will allow for continued growth and economic development here in northern Colorado for many years to come.
We can all be proud of this as a finished project, but I'm also proud that it represents that cooperation and that partnership that we have worked together, and the continued continuity, as Tim pointed out. I like that piece too, starting and finishing together. So a special thank you to all of you here, particularly CDOT, the Town of Windsor. We appreciated working with you and getting this beautiful results. Thank you so much.
So having this idea about we need to fix something that's broken, there were congestion and safety kinds of issues, and how do you do that in a way that's in a very resource-constrained environment? There's not lots of money lying around and lots of people saying, hey, how do we fix this? How do we fix that? And how do you not really screw this up? In other words, the views and the gateways into 2 great communities. And we were very deliberate about that. When we said we sort of embark on this project, and I'm looking at Mayor Vasquez and Kelly Arnold and Bruce Hendy and folks, how do we really work on the congestion and safety issues, but how do we really build attributes for our communities in terms of these gateways and not mess this up? And so, we had some infrastructure issues to deal with, but we also wanted to deal with, how do we do this in a way that balances the built and the natural environments? And I think we accomplished that. I think this team really, really did a great job at that. How do you create a facility that's going to be around for, who knows, 50, 100 plus years? How do you do it in a way that's sustainable and that isn't dated 13 years from now? We're very, very deliberate about that.
We all had things that were important to us as representatives of our district or our community that may not have been the same things that were important to other members, even within the same community or different community. So we sat down and another novel idea. We agreed we'd listen, take into consideration, maybe even compromise a little bit on certain things that weren't necessarily that important to one community, but were important to another. And that built a relationship, it built a partnership, it actually built trust. And I think that went a long way to making this project a success. I have to thank CDOT and their commitment, because with all of the commitment of the Fort Collins City Council and the Town Board of Windsor, the staff, all the people that were working towards a solution, because we all knew what the problem was, we were working towards a solution. And the more we progressed and the more we advanced to finding the solution, the more excited CDOT got to try and help us get this project elevated in the prioritization list. It was important to not just Windsor, not just Fort Collins, but the region. I think it was always identified as that.
Look at this. This is the project that we can do when we work together and bring that attitude that yes is the word of how we get things done. That's what the citizens expect of us. That's what we should be doing. So thank you. I know there's so many folks. Again, it wouldn't be without your support that we get to yes, we need more projects like this. These are how things are going to get built transportation-wise. This is how the state's going to succeed. This is how the region's going to succeed. It's more examples like this. So with that, we're going to have the two mayors and Tim come up, and we're going to do the ribbon cutting. 1, 2, 3. Yay!